Welcome to 365 Language Planet. This is 外国語で楽しもう episode 11. In this show, we use my original textbook to learn and use languages with joy by doing light input and fun output. さあ、始めましょう。Let's begin. I'll roll a dice to select a page and then a dice to select a sentence. Let's roll. 1. So that means page 1 from my textbook, which is sentences 1 to 8. And now let's roll to select a sentence. Okay, sentence 2. So sentence 2 is 昨日の夜は楽しかったですか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? Please let me know in the chat or in the comments. You have 3 minutes. Sorry, you have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。Okay, so sorry. Thank you guys for switching the live stream. I had some big trouble. I don't know why it would not start. But anyways, so let's do some light input. 昨日の夜は楽しかったですか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? For me, I'm going to use Italian. Oh, YO says, did you have fun last night? Nice job, and thank you so much, YO, for joining tonight's show. All right, here we go. In Italian, Italiago de ti sei divertito ieri sera? All right. A Hybrid says, did you have fun last night? Thank you. Great job. Thanks so much for joining tonight's show. K Workshop says, did you have a fun time last night? Very nice. Thank you for joining tonight's show too. Takesh says, have you had a good time last night? Thanks, Takesh, for joining tonight's show. So, yeah, have you had a good time would be good for tonight. If we're talking about tonight, you could say, have you had a good time tonight? Because tonight's not over. So, have you had a good time tonight would be good. If you're talking about last night, I'm sorry, I might have some chocolate on my face. Have you had a good time? So, have you had a good time tonight? Great. And if we're talking about last night, I would say, did you have a good time last night? Be a little bit more natural because it's finished. So if the event is finished, you can say, did you have a good time last night? If it's not finished, you can say, have you had? Or you can say, are you having? Are you having a good time tonight? That's nice. Lala Player, thanks for joining tonight's show. Lala says, I had a great time last night. Okay, that's wonderful. I'm happy to hear that. Okay. Okay, so 今この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? Please let me know in the chat or comments. You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。昨日の夜は楽しかったですか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? So, yeah. For me, this one is a little bit hard to answer. Oh, Lara says, 私はとても昨夜は楽しい時間を過ごしました. Fantastic. Sounds like you had a very fun time last night. That's great. Fantastic. I would say for me, I guess I could use Japanese. All right, Kid Workshop says, I had a great time last night. It was excellent night. That's great. I'm happy to hear that. That's good. All right, Lala had a wonderful time last night. That's good. Watashi wa kanari tsukareta kedo, 昨日の夜は楽しかったです。あなたは? Okay, Miss Kate, Takesh said, last night was just a perfectly ordinary night. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. All right, Lala said, I got a hangover, but I had a great time. Wow, lucky. That's good. Yeah, this sounds fantastic. All right. Okay, great job. Nice work. Let's move on to fun output. 楽しいアウトプット. 今、あなたにとって役立ち難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう. Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. So you have 4 minutes. 4分間あります. All right. And of course, you can use any language you want. My Italian is a little bit limited. All right, K Workshop said, did you have anything delicious last night? Great question. Yes, I had, oh my gosh, no, I forgot. Kaisendon. I had kaisendon, a rice bowl with seafood. That was very delicious. How about you, K Workshop? All right, Lala said, I went to church this morning. I attended the service. Wow, that's great. Great to hear. Sounds fun. That's great. All right. All right. Okay, Workshop, I like your question. I'm going to try to say that in Italian. All right. Okay. Yo says, what did you drink last night? Great question. Last night, I just drank milk. How about you, Yo? Okay, Workshop said, I had spicy ramen last night. Sounds fun. That sounds fun. Okay. All right. Today I studied how to say, did you eat something delicious last night? In Italian. All right, A Hybrid says, it took until nightfall, but I had a great time going to Oze with Mr. Garrett. Wow, thank you. I had a great time going to Oze with you too. That was fantastic. Okay, Lala says, ¿Qué tipo de alcohol bebiste anoche? Great question. Anoche no bebí alcohol. ¿Y tú? All right, Takesh says, did you do anything related your hobbies yesterday? Great question. Yes, yeah, great question. I went hiking yesterday, which is kind of like a hobby for me. So I went hiking and, hiking. Yeah. How about you, Takesh? Oh, all right. Hai mangiato di deliciosa ieri sera. Okay. Oh, great question, Lala. Nice question in Japanese. I ate kaisendon o tabemashita. Okay, great job. You can ask me questions in Japanese too. No problem. Okay, that's my okay. Okay, let's move on. So, I'll roll a dice to select a page, and then a dice to select a sentence again. So, let's roll. Okay, 2. So, that means page 2, which is sentences 9 to 16. And so, if I roll like a 1, that would be sentence 9. If I roll an 8, that would be sentence 16. So let's roll again to select a sentence. 7. Okay, so 7 would be sentence number 15, which is 今日の気分はどうですか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。今日の気分はどうですか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ 今日の気分はどうですか? All right, Takeshi says, how are you feeling today? Fantastic. Miles says, how are you feeling today? Very nice. Lala says, あなたの今日の調子はいかがですか? Nice way to say it in Japanese. I know, yeah, 調子、今日の調子は, that's a good way to say it as well. 今日の気分. Okay, so in German, wie fühlst du dich heute? All right. Okay, workshops. How are you feeling today? How do you feel today? Which one is better? Nice question. Comment 2 since 2. Oh wow. Hala. Nice. I think that looks like French to me. So I'm going to say nice French. Nice French. That's great. Okay, so K Workshop said, how are you feeling today? Or how do you feel today? Which one is better? And I would say both are great. Both are great. You can say, how do you feel today? How are you feeling today? They are both very common in English. So, yeah. 今日の気分はどうですか? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? How would you say this question in a foreign language? So far we got English, German, and I think French, which is great. Very nice. Okay, so 今この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? Oh, sorry. You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。今日の気分はどうですか? How would you answer this question in a foreign language? この文に外国語でどのように答えますか? 今日の気分はどうですか? Oh, Lala said, ich fühle mich großartig, which I guess means I'm feeling great, but I have to check. That was a tough one. Ich fühle mich großartig. I feel great. I feel great. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Nice German, Lala. I would say. I'm pretty good. That's good, Lala. Good. Ich fühle mich heute ein bisschen müde, aber gut. Und dir? I wrote, I'm feeling a little tired today, but good. And you? All right. Takesh said, I drew a lot of figure sketches today, so it was a really fulfilling day. I feel great. Wow. So wonderful. That's fantastic. If you're just joining tonight's show, we do this every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Japan Standard Time. So please subscribe and please enjoy learning foreign languages with us. Lala said, I'm not feeling very well today. Oh, so sorry to hear that. Okay, workshop. I'm feeling great. I've done cleaning. I'm done. I'm done. I guess instead I'm done cleaning my kitchen today. So I feel a sense of accomplishment. Wow, fantastic. Okay, so Ima, let's do fun output. あなたにとって役立ち、難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。All right, Hybrid says, how are you doing today? Great question. So we can create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。Okay, so Hybrid said, how are you doing today? I'd say, I'm doing pretty good. I studied a lot. My son studied a lot, so my whole family was studying today. So it was a pretty busy studying day. So like I said, I'm feeling a little tired. How about you, Hybrid? How are you doing today? All right. Speaking of studying, okay, Workshop says, have you had dinner yet? Great question. Yes, I did. I had French bread with cream cheese, ham, and tomato. How about you, K Workshop? Lala says, I felt so refreshed after thoroughly cleaning my messy room. Wow. Yeah, cleaning a messy room feels very good. That's great. All right. All right, so I'm going to write. Hast du heute Sprachen gelernt? This is one of my favorite questions in any language. Hast du heute Sprachen gelernt? Have you studied or learned languages today? I'll say yes. In my case. Ja, ich habe heute viel Sprachen gelernt. Und du? Okay. All right. Takanona says, did anything good happen to you today? Great question. Today, I went to Gilmu Supa, and the owner of one of my favorite bakeries said hello to me. I was surprised to see the bakery owner, and so I was very happy to see him and his wife. How about you, Taka? Nona, has anything good happened to you today? All right, so Lala said, I'm going to take a bath now. See you later. Okay. Thank you so much, Lala, for joining tonight's show. I apologize for the late start. Thank you very much for studying with us, and I look forward to studying with you again. All right, K Workshop says, I ate buttered potatoes and tomatoes with yogurt for dinner. Wow, that sounds very healthy and for me, very unique. All right, Takesh says, how anxious were you when you couldn't start your YouTube live stream? Great question. Well, I always try to stay calm. So I stayed calm, but I could feel my body getting hot. So my body was getting very hot, but I was trying to stay calm. My body is not happy though. Nice question, Takesh. Okay, well, let's move on. Oh, first, okay. Akanona says, I had delicious curry udon today. I'm so happy. That's great. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now I'll roll a dice to select a page and then a dice to select a sentence one more time. Okay, for tonight. Last one. Let's roll. 4. Okay, so that means we're going to do page 4, which is sentences 25 to 32. So if I roll 1, it'd be number 25, and if I roll an 8, 32. So let's roll. 4. Okay, so 4 would be 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, sentence 28, which is スーパーに行くと大抵何を買いますか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。Okay. スーパーに行くと大抵何を買いますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか? This might be a little bit of a review question. We might have done this question maybe 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So maybe you can, if you did this question before, try to remember, without any looking, without any checking. スーパーに行くと大抵何を買いますか? Alright, Taka Nona says, what do you usually buy when you go to the supermarket? Great. Alright. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to use Spanish. Spango. ¿Qué usualmente compras cuando vas al supermercado? All right, YO says, what do you usually buy when you go to the supermarket? Great. Takesh says, when you go to the supermarket, what do you usually buy? Great. I said, ¿Qué usualmente compras cuando vas al supermercado? スーパーに行くと大抵何を買いますか? as I said, today I went to 業務スーパー。業務スーパーに行きました。今日。スーパーに行くと大抵何を買いますか？この文を外国語で言うとどうなりますか？ How would you say this question in a foreign language? I know it's kind of a tough question because it depends on the supermarket. What I buy at Gilmu is sometimes a little different than what I buy at Fresse. Okay. 今、この文に外国語でどのように答えますか？ How would you answer this question in a foreign language? You have 3 minutes. 3分間あります。スーパーに行くと大抵何を買いますか？この文に外国語でどのように答えますか？All right. Cuando voy a Frese, usualmente compro leche, pescado, tofu, kimchi y pepinos. ¿Y tú? Oh, no. Okay, Takanoa says, I usually buy bananas when I go to the supermarket. I eat a banana every morning. That's great. So I mine got a little messed up. But I wrote, when I go to Fresse, I usually buy milk, fish, tofu, kimchi, and cucumbers. How about you? スーパーに行くと大抵何を買いますか？この文に外国語でどのように答えますか？ How would you answer this question in a foreign language? All right, K Workshop says I usually buy eggs, canned fish, and yogurt. I buy canned fish too. Oh, canned mackerel, aka saba. Yeah, which is fantastic. I loved canned soba. Taka, I love curry udon too. Wow, fantastic. Okay, well, let's move on to the last section of tonight's show. Fun output. Oh, Takesh says I buy some food and stationery. That's great. All right, so 今あなたにとって役立ち難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. You have 4 minutes. 4分間あります。All right. Cuando vas a Beer Garden, ¿qué te gusta beber? Oh, okay. So I wrote, when you go to, I should have wrote maybe El Beer Garden. Cuando vas a maybe cuando vas al Beer Garden, ¿qué te gusta beber? What do you like to drink? That's my question, but how about you? あなたにとって役立ち難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Let's create and share sentences that are useful, not too hard, and interesting for you. Por supuesto, me gusta beber cerveza cuando voy al beer garden. ¿Y tú? ¿Y a ti? Okay, so I wrote, por supuesto, of course, me gusta beber cerveza cuando voy al beer garden. ¿Y a ti? Of course, I like to drink beer when I go to the beer garden. And you? Ima, あなたにとって役立ち難しすぎない興味深い文を作成して共有しましょう。Okay. K Workshop says, which beer do you like better, Asahi or Kirin? I like both. But a long time ago, my wife worked at Kirin, kind of one business run by Kirin. And so I like Kirin a little bit more than Asahi. How about you, K Workshop? Takesh says, what kind of movies, TV shows, and YouTube videos do you usually watch? Great question. I usually watch, YouTube videos about like ancient history or philosophy. And sometimes, about like movie philosophy or philosophy based on movies. It's very, very interesting to me. How about you, Takesh? Great question. All right. Well, if you guys are still typing your answers, please continue, and you can share your answers anytime. All right. K Workshop says, I like both too. Great. All right. Well, that's the end of 外国語で楽しもう episode 11. Thank you guys so much for joining this episode. My sincere apologies for the late start. I hope maybe next time it will go more smoothly. Cross your fingers. All right. Well, I will see you next Sunday. So till then, have a great time. Adios, amigos. Thank you, Ayo. Till next time. Bye-bye.